Deves and Davies, welcome back to another week of your favorite Melbourne podcast, Talking Trophies. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, share, like, follow, and if you're listening on the audio podcast, hit a follow and give us a review. We've got Somali Steve here.
What's going on, gang? Back again for another ep.
And we got a special guest. I've been following him on the content space. And bro, what I love to do is I love seeing people from the community getting into content, doing their thing, you know? But one thing I love to do is I like to let it sit, let it marinate, let them get into the content space. And this is someone that's been posting consistently. He's been on the grind and I'm loving to see it. And I said, yo, jump on the pod. When are you free? He said, I'm free on this day. Lock it in. Tarzy, thanks for jumping on, man.
Nah, thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
This is your podcasting debut, huh?
It is my debut, so it's going to be exciting, bro.
Yeah, you should be good. You should be good. It'll be a good conversation.
It's going to be good.
Deves and Davies, be nice to him. Deves and Davies are what we call our listeners. Deves are the guys and Davies. Wait, Deves are the girls, Davies are the guys. I don't know. I became Damien.
Yeah.
Bro, there's one video. This is one of my favorite videos you made. You said, my goal in life is to change the stigma around Somali bodies.
Yeah.
And I think as an East African, we're Cushitic people. Is it the Cushitic?
Yeah.
The Cushitic are the...
Yeah.
I get mistaken for Somali. Somalis get mistaken for Eritreans sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that we have a similar gene pool, like in a way, like our physiques are similar. What is it about our physique?
Yeah.
What is it about our physiques that are like...
Yeah, 100%. No, you're right. The thing is, like, naturally, East African people are nomadic people, right? So we're known for, like, traveling long distances, you know, herding, things like that, farming. So if you look historically, that's why a lot of us are leaner, taller. It's because of that. It's because of how the environment kind of shaped us and our lifestyles, right? But currently what we see is the Somali physique. I always pick on Somalis, but the East African physique has kind of shifted. And that's because a lot of it's got to do with diet. Honestly, I feel like lifestyle choices and diet and low activity contributes to what we see today.
You generally, even as well in the gym, I think you'll see a lot of us boys. I love when the boys get into the gym, but like you see boys just like built up, ripped in the top, chubby. It's like a chubby big, and then super skinny legs. And it's a strange phenomenon, I think.
It is. Naturally, again, that comes with the leanness, right? So naturally, we're leaner individuals, and that's why a lot of us have skinny legs. Skinnier legs allows for better travel, long distance. As you see, marathon runners are skinny, right? Because that enables you to because if imagine we had heavy legs, chunky legs, we wouldn't be good at doing day-to-day functions or walking long distances.
Yeah.
So that's why you see that physique. But again, it's a phenomenon. Like in a way, I'd say there's like a certain common physiques that we see with East Africans, as you said. So like upper body heavy, lower body
heavy gut area, like the lower stomach.
Yes.
I think we get like a lot of flabs in the arms, the tricep area.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like two different types. There's like the really skinny Somali, and then there's like the kind of chubby Somali when you walk around and you see people.
Yes.
It's interesting how that works out. You know.
Yeah.
Types.
How should we deal with it? For example, like what's a good method you reckon?
Okay.
Because you're a Jack Mali. You're a Jack Somali, guys. MashaAllah. You're fit. You're in shape. MashaAllah. Allahumma barik. But like you're really in shape. Yeah. No, did you? You gotta stop the glazing. But what did you do, like from your personal experience, to deal with this? Because I think you generally, knowing you from a younger age, you're pretty skinny. You're fairly skinny and tall. Yeah. So how'd you deal with it?
So again, I fit the stereotype. So I was a skinny Somali, right? And that's very common. The thing is, right, a lot of people don't understand how important diet is and how diet can affect the way you look. That's number one. So the foods that we consume as East Africans, right, a lot of it is processed. A lot of it is oil, high sugar content foods, right? There's not enough protein, right? So we don't have a balanced nutrition. That's the biggest issue. And once we tackle that first, because as it's known, your nutrition is 70% of everything. 30% is the work you put in the gym. So you can imagine, right? If your nutrition is completely off, doesn't matter how hard you work in the gym, you're not going to transform. You're not going to see a change in the way you look. So what I did, I understood what it means to eat. So every day, guys, we have certain macros we have to hit. And the 3 most important macros are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Once you understand how those 3 work, then you can understand how food and how that impacts your body and how you look. So your protein, in order to build muscle, because protein is a building block for muscle, you need to consume high protein foods. That's number 1. You need to consume carbs, so like your wheat, your pasta, your rice, things like that. Those are the main 2. And then you got your fats to complement that, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is, I know I'm just waffling on.
No, keep talking. It's good.
But what I'm trying to say is, once I understood how those macros affect things in my body, that's when I started to see a difference.
Okay, let's just say 100%. And I get diet, but let's just say living at home, you're not going to go, all right, listen, Mum, you've been cooking for the last 20-something years. Whatever you've been doing for the last 20, stop. You know, or like we can't have it. Let's just say some youngster living at home. How could he implement this? Obviously, there's cultural foods that we eat. For example, I think with us Eritreans, we have like injera, a lot of like injera, zigni, adis. These stuff have like a little bit of protein, a little bit of fiber, a little bit of good fats, but it's not enough to meet your macros. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want to maintain this, obviously, cultural food. I'm not going to change what my mom makes, you know what I mean, at home. But how would you implement, like, how would you say, hey, listen, all right, let's just keep this intact, this cultural identity of food we eat.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to get ripped. How would you do that?
100%. Okay, I'll be very honest with you guys, yeah? I rarely have what my mum, in terms of like the cultural food, I barely have it. Maybe at best once a week.
Kazi, so you're telling me you're not having a bit of beris and hilib?
No, the beris and hilib is
with a
fine.
bit of mousse on the side. Exactly. You're not having a bit of halwad after.
The halwad, see, that's what I'm not having.
Hey, by the way, I watched the YouTube video about how they made halwad. Didn't I put on the screen a video of how they made halwad. That food should be eradicated.
You see what I'm saying?
It's the worst possible food. It's oil. I was like, whoa, this is so bad for you. But what would you think? What were we saying? What were you gonna say?
Well, I can't remember. But
about the halwad.
The halwad. Okay, look, halwad.
Besides that,
it's an amazing tasting dessert, sweet. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love it, bro. But again, you said how they make it. You can imagine how much sugar's in that. You know what I'm saying?
You tried it, Rayvo.
So you can.
You tried it?
halwad.
Yeah,
bro. I've eaten all the Somali food. Yeah. I've already said Somali food is my favorite cuisine globally.
Yeah.
Globally, nothing comes close.
Does it tick every aspect? So breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Kazi, I could go have malawah kille for breakfast, smash up beris and hilib for lunch, and have jabati sugar for dinner.
No way.
Locked in.
Could you do it for 7 days?
I can do it for a lifetime.
Say wallah.
I've done it for a whole day.
I'm gonna back that because I've seen him go to the Somali restaurants and just
munch out. Yeah, I just munch out Somali food, bro.
You know, I probably was more of the menu than I do, honestly.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But what would you do? Let's just say, in keeping that, like for example, your cultural identity and stuff. What's a good like balance to stay in shape as well?
Okay. Again, a lot of people think you can't have these foods. You can. All these people that you see, bodybuilders, people in fitness and whatnot, they eat the same foods you eat. They just know how to control what they eat and how much they eat. That's the only difference, bro. As I said, like, I have these foods maybe once a week. If I have it every day, that's a different story. Because that's going to affect the way I look. That's going to affect my macros, you know? You can't have too much of something that's not good for you, but you can have it in small proportions, is what I'm trying to say. So once you understand that, you can manage that. But again, it's a matter of like pros and cons. Somali food's amazing. I'm Somali myself. I love Somali food. But can I eat malawah every day? No. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta,
I can't.
Bro,
I can. The thing is, I can. I was thinking about doing a video on this, right? Just to show people how food can affect you. I was gonna try eat something really unhealthy just for a week and see what it does to my body, and you'll be surprised. Like that's the video I want to do maybe in the future, just to get people to understand like what you eat can do to you. Yeah,
because I got this stat earlier on. So this is what people of East African descent like diseases. These are the diseases that people of East African descent are more likely to develop: cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes.
Yep.
And these are all things, yeah, that generally come from our diets and our lifestyles. And I think even moving to the West as well, adding processed food, the amount of junk food we eat. And you know what's every doctor says, the number one thing to prevent this, exercise more.
Yep.
Cut out sugars.
That's it.
And I think that's generally a lot of our diets do include a bit of sugar and stuff.
Yeah.
And people say, like, for example, a lot of people say, like, oh, I don't have sugar, but they'll have like 4 teaspoons of sugar in their tea.
Yeah.
Or tablespoons of sugar in their tea. Or they don't have like, they don't have sugar with their tea, but they'll have a lot of desserts. I think that's our problem. But I want to bring this all back to like exercise. How important is exercise for us? And it's something that's so underestimated, I think, in general. People are talking about it now. There's a rise in it. But I think the general population aren't really into it. How important is physical exercise, going to the gym?
So important. And I'm sure you guys have heard that quote, movement is like medicine, or that term, or whatever it is. Movement is medicine. The way your body functions, so exercise is a major part of that. So your heart rate needs so the way your heart palpitates, right? The way your organs function and how everything connects, it relies on movement. It relies on blood flowing. If you're not moving, your blood's not flowing. If you're not moving, you're not burning calories. If you're not moving, your lungs aren't working to that level. You know what I mean? You're not having that exchange of blood in your system as well. So it's so important. I don't think you can live without exercising. I don't think, and the thing is, right, it's so, I think I made a video about this as well. And I was saying, if you don't start exercising now, if you don't start taking your health serious now, later down the line, naturally, right, our bodies deteriorate naturally. So your muscle mass goes down, whether you like it or not. Your bone density is going to reduce. Your metabolism is going to reduce naturally, right? So imagine if you do nothing and you just sit and then consume and you don't exercise. How that decline is going to rapidly, like it's going to 2x. Your decline rate is going to go quicker. So you might be 40 and you've got the problems of a 60-year-old, right? Compared to someone who's taken their health serious, exercised, dieted, everything, their metabolism is going to be, and their bodily functions are going to be maybe comparison to someone around their age or a bit younger. As you see, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's 40 years old, but the way his body functions, they say it's comparable to a 25, 30-year-old. Why is that? It's because he's taking care of himself.
Yeah, for sure.
He's ate right, he's trained right. That's the thing.
What got you into gym? Like, what made you like? I think there's a level to it. I think there's levels in like working out and fitness and health. Yeah. There's people that are like, oh, mediocre, just go to the gym twice a week, once a month, you know? But like, what got you like, okay, yo, I need to add this into my lifestyle. Like, this is a part of me now.
100%. So as you said before, I used to be really skinny, right? So growing up, skinny kid, tall. I used to get called lanky a lot. I hated being called lanky, bro. I hated it. And then for me at that time, it was more of a self-development thing. Like, I want to look better. Aesthetics. I wanted to be aesthetically good. That was my goal, right? And then once I kind of achieved that, I'm just like, hold on. This has got greater benefits than just aesthetics. It's a lot deeper than just how you look or you're a muscly figure, etc. Or you got X, Y, Z. The mental benefits, the physiological benefits, as we spoke about, it's immense. It becomes a part of your life. You know. And
what are the mental benefits?
Oh man,
tell me the mental benefits of the gym.
Okay, exercising, going to the gym lowers your cortisol. That's your stress hormones. Increases your dopamine, serotonin. Right. That's natural bodily levels. Right. That's how it improves that. Other things that can improve. I'm just having a brain fog moment. My bad. What we're talking about, like the
benefits of the gym.
The benefits.
What do you personally gain? Because I know what I gain from the gym. I think I can say, for example, myself. Yeah. I feel much better. Yeah. My confidence level go up. Yeah. Also, I find that as a way to like deal with like just anger and anxiety in a bit. Like I move that negative energy into like the weights and stuff. Like if I feel angry and stuff, I'll just lift a little heavier that day. Yeah. And just to relieve myself from that. Like I don't like this feeling. I don't know why I'm angry. And then I'll just go smash out some big plates, and then I'm like, oh, well, okay, I feel much better now. So that's for me.
100%.
What is it for you?
Similar. Like in a way, I get my day's stress out in a workout session. So all, as you said, all that pent up anger, energy, frustration, you let it all out, right? But for me now, it's become a part of my life where, like, if I don't go to the gym, I don't feel like I've done something. I don't feel productive. Like, my productivity now is based off my training, my running. Have I done something to improve my body's strength, flexibility, you know? And also, like, the thing is, as you said, it's different for everyone. Everyone has different reasons why they go, and they see different benefits. But overall, the overarching thing is, bro, like, it's more than just physical benefits. Like, people, like, it improves your life. Once you implement it properly, it improves your life drastically. Like, I've got clients and I've got people that start off with me at the lowest, mentally really low, confidence really low. Like, even their confidence was so low that they couldn't even tell me properly, like, what they're going through, and like, I couldn't really help them at the time because they were scared to open up to me. That's how low the confidence was. Imagine. And now through training, through diet, they've seen and exercising, they've gained their confidence. They became stronger people out in the community. And I made a video about this as well, and I always say this all the time. If you don't know what you're doing in life, yeah, like, if you're lost, if you're unemployed, you lost your job, you just came out of a divorce, you think about any worldly issue that people can go through. You just think about that, right? I always say the number one thing you should do is to work on yourself, and to work on yourself, it means going to the gym. Because once you work on yourself, yeah, naturally what happens? Your confidence goes up. You become more of an open person. So if you're someone that was always quiet in a room, or like was isolating from everyone, scrolling on TikTok all day, you start to, you're in an environment, like the gym is an environment where you have to speak to someone, you have to open up.
Yeah, I don't speak to anyone at the gym. I go to the gym, I think there's 6 people that want to kill me, 4 people that hate me.
You reckon?
Guys, yeah, I don't like socializing.
So you're saying,
yeah, I'm a weird guy in the gym, bro. Like, I'm genuinely a weird person in the gym. I'm the opposite of that. There's only one guy who's my cousin, or a couple of like people that I'll say what's up to. Everyone else, guys, either wants to kill me, hates me, and if I ask him, hey, are you done with the set? They'll be like, nah, I've got 4 more sets left. Just because it's me, and then I'll see someone work on it after. But I don't mind that, guys. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But it's you're right, but it is a social thing. You see people, if you're seeing someone every day, I was saying this a lot when we had Harley on, I said, we're social beings. I love the fact we need to talk to each other, and, you know, and I think it's as well, you know what I love? You know what the best compliment is to tell someone in the gym? I did it one time. You're getting in shape, man. You're looking good.
yeah.
And as much as guys train, we always think we're doing it for the girls. We're not doing it for the girls. I'm training in the gym. So the guy that's been training in the gym for 3 months, 3 years next to me, tells me, right, you look good. Even though he hates me, he goes, yeah, you look good.
That's
You
it.
know what I mean?
They can appreciate that, you know what I mean?
For sure.
That's what they say about, but when you go to the gym for a long time, you get more compliments from the men than you do from the women.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, you know?
Yeah.
It is. That's true. So, yeah, and so naturally what happens after this whole process is you go to the gym, you work on yourself, naturally you start to figure out what you want to do, because now your mind's more open, your confidence is up, right? You start to see more opportunities, you start to be more open. So that's why I think if you're in a situation where it's just dark, life is just miserable, just go to the gym. And you know what's funny? People say, and I'm sure you guys have seen this before, like there's TikToks and videos about where they go, you had a really unproductive day, but you went to the gym and you made it productive.
Yeah.
Honestly, that is, people think, oh, it's just, whatever, like, but that is productivity. Working on yourself is productivity. Improving your strength from today to tomorrow, getting stronger is productivity. Is it not?
For sure.
And the best investment you can make is in yourself. So,
there's one thing I do struggle, I think, generally getting fit as well. This is one thing I think could take me to the next level. It's not steroids. The thing that could take me to the next level is diet. Like, I think a good diet. Are you a calorie Nazi? Like, are you like scale at the start of the week when you're making your food, counting your, like, is it like that?
I'm not a calorie Nazi.
Yeah. So how do you manage that diet and stuff? Like, because I struggle with diet. Like, I just eat whatever's in front of me, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say, okay, this is what I tell people, right? And this is the people I train. At the start, like for the first week or two, track your calories. Not to the T, it doesn't have to be exact, but know roughly how much calories you need. Say, for example, because the calorie intake affects your level of either gaining weight, losing weight, or just staying like at a maintenance level. They call maintenance, right? So if you're, so say for example, me, I need to consume at least close to 3,000 calories a day to grow a little more. If I eat less than 3,000, then I'm not really growing.
3,000's a lot, isn't it?
It is a lot, but
That's heaps.
it is. But your calories is affected by your activity level as well. So if you're someone that's really active, your calorie intake is going to be higher than the average person, your size and your age and your height, because you're more active. You're actively burning, so you need to replace that. You know. So I'm not a calorie Nazi, but it's important to track it, to understand how calories can affect your weight gain or loss. And then once you understand how many meals, like say for example, I know 3 meals of average portion is enough for me, or 4. You know, that's it. Once you understand that, after that, you don't have to be very specific on your calorie counting.
Okay, yeah, because I just find that's the one thing that I struggled with. I tried doing the calories, I had the scale, but I just couldn't do it. I'm like, this is not me.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, let me just train.
It's not feasible, yeah.
And all I did was I just cut my meals. So like I do intermittent fasting. I'll have my first meal around 12.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 meals a day. One thing I realized, I was stuck on that like 96-ish. One thing I realized that helped me as well, besides the gym audio TikToks that absolutely motivate me in the gym. But instead in the morning, I just have 2 toasts. I have my coffee and I have 2 toasts, peanut butter and honey. And then I'll have like a big meal later on. And by doing that, I just cut down the amount of calories, and that's how it helped drop weight. And I'll get everything in. So I have my salads in that big meal. I have salad with some vegetables, some protein, some rice. And
do you know how much calories you need per day to lose weight?
I got a screenshot somewhere, but I don't read it.
But as long as you know, is what I'm trying to say. You know how much you need, right?
I don't. I just eat until I'm full. Like I eat until like I'm like, okay, I think this is enough.
Yeah.
But I'll train enough that I train enough. I go to the gym 4 times a week. Yeah. You know? But I train enough that I'm like, oh, I'm good. You know, like I don't need and if I do, I'll just eat a little less. And what I've done is a good hack I learned was just get smaller plates.
That's it. Smaller
plates were like, because what we do is we go home, we just fill up the biggest plate and then you wonder why you haven't lost weight. That's I think that's the hardest thing. People, you have to look at what you're doing. I think that's what I did. I looked at what I was doing. I'm like, okay, 100%. This is what's stopping me from losing weight. Looking at my plate size, I'm like, bro, why am I getting the biggest plate in the house? Like 100%. This is a plate for 2.
You know what's funny as well, yeah? Even if you're trying to put on massive size, or like you're trying to put on size, eating big is not beneficial. Eating like massive plates is not going to help. You need to have smaller portions throughout the day. Because the way your body works is it utilizes. Right now, if I have a big plate of Hilibin Bidis here, right now, a massive plate, half of it's coming out. I'm going to be in the toilet within an hour because my body can't digest all of that at one time. So what does it do? It takes what it needs. The rest goes to waste. Yeah. Do you understand? So I basically had a big meal, but half it's gone because my body didn't consume it as energy. It didn't store it as protein, as protein, as fats, nothing. So that's why it's more beneficial to have smaller plates, smaller size portion meals, and then section it out like every couple hours, or 2 hours, 3 hours. And in that time frame, your body's going to utilize that correctly. It's not going to just put it to waste. So that's going to be part of your building, your muscle. That's going to be part of your fats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
100%. All right, let's get some of the knowledge out of here. Let's get some of the knowledge out of here. Give someone that is overweight and wants to drop weight. I'm not talking about 6 months. Like I'm just saying for a lifestyle. They look in the mirror. They're going, I want to turn these flabs into abs. I want to get fit. I want to feel confident. I don't like where I'm at. Someone that's really overweight. What advice would you give them? Just a step by step. Not like, I'm not talking about a 6-week program or I'm talking about like just what can they do to implement like over 2 years, maybe they'll lose the weight and they'll start dropping weight and it'll be like noticeable maybe in 2 years and then they can maintain it for the rest of their life. Because there's obviously people who can chuck you on a keto diet or a fasting diet or whatever and then they can drop the weight. But what happens is we're going to develop the habit of gaining the weight again. Yeah. So what is someone that's
sustainable long term?
Something that's sustainable for life. For life.
Okay. Just perfect.
Yeah, what they can do?
100%. All right. So if you're in a situation where you're overweight, right? Number one is how many calories are you consuming in a day? You have to understand how much you need to lose weight. A healthy margin would be 500 off your normal maintenance. So say, for example, if you're consuming 3,000 calories a day, you want to start with the 500 calorie reduction. So you drop to 2,500 and just maintain that. With the like, if you drop by that much, you'd lose between maybe 0.5 kilos a week, which is sustainable. It's natural and it's healthy. Sorry. That's number one. Reduce your calorie intake. Number two, clean up your diet. You know, so make sure if you're having too many sugars, processed foods, that goes. The thing is, I tell people to kind of throw it out the window, but you can still kind of have it, but make sure you control how much you have. So a lot less than, so say for example, if you had a kilo of, maybe not a kilo, if you had 2 ice creams a day, drop it to 1 ice cream.
So, can I give you the hypothetical? Can I be the overweight guy? That's the guy, and I'll tell you what I'm having on a day. Like I'm trying to think of something like, I'm a good 125 kilos.
Yeah.
5'10".
5'10".
Damn, yeah. I'm a big boy, guys.
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I'll probably have an egg McMuffin. Can I be non-Muslim? Because I want to have a bacon egg McMuffin for the morning.
Not?
Bacon egg McMuffin, hash brown. And then for lunch, I go out and I'll probably grab, I don't know, what's something people get for lunch? A burrito, like maybe a burrito or something. Get some Mexican. So like I'm eating that. I'm eating, come home, probably grab a KFC Zinger box. And because I'm a big boy, I love dessert. And I'm smashing a tub of ice cream. That's my diet. A tub of ice cream while I watch Real Housewives of Hollywood.
Excellent. Sounds like a good time.
The guy's living the dream. The guy's living the dream, but that's my life. And I'm like, I come and I'm like, that's my program. So that's what I'm currently eating.
Okay.
And as exaggerated, maybe that tub of ice cream, generally people would eat something like that in a day. You're on a rush, you're going to work, you just grab whatever's in front of you, you know? It's not pick and choose, whatever. So like, what would I do right now? So I cut that 500, cut to 500.
Cut to 500, number one. But again, it's not as easy as said. That's why I don't say clean up your diet straight away, because you can't. That's your life. That's what your body's used to. So you'd cut out your portion sizes by a bit. So say, for example, what was your first meal of the day, for example?
I get the bacon egg McMuffin combo with hash brown and a
coffee.
And a coffee with, I don't even get a coffee, I get the Frappuccino.
Frappuccino.
Okay,
cream, yeah?
There you go. So where you start is
extra cream too, because I love
cream. Yeah. So
No diddy.
you get rid of the cream, number one. Number two, you reduce your size. So if you were going for a large frappa, you'd go for a medium or a small. Small reductions. It's like when you're a drug addict, and you have to wean off. You don't straight away just drop whatever you're doing. You minimize your dosage, right? Same thing applies to food.
Yep.
Until you get to a point where you're comfortable to replace what you're eating with healthier options, and then keep that as part of your normal routine.
Yep.
That's number two. Number three, this is really important, because you can still lose weight on a calorie deficit, and cleaning up your diet is possible. You're still going to lose weight. But when you're really obese, the thing is, you're at the risk of having loose skin. Do you know what loose skin is?
Yeah, it's like when there's guys that get like super skinny, but it's like their body just
100%. And that's why I say you need to go to the gym as well. Yep. So you need to be doing some sort of weight training. Doesn't have to be extreme, and a lot of cardio. So Stairmaster, incline walks. These things are going to tone up your body, so you don't have those issues. Basically, honestly, that's the 3 things that you need to do. So calorie deficit, clean up your diet, go to the gym, and you'll be losing weight.
And what would maintain that for life? Can that be done for life? Because, when do we get into replacing my bacon egg McMuffin and the hash brown? What about on the nutrition, like the diet basis? What am I doing to substitute that to eventually get that out of the way? And that Zinger box after work, what do I do in that position? I don't cook, by the way.
You don't cook at all?
Yeah. I don't cook. Because I'm in the matrix, bro. I'm in the matrix, but this is what like people actually live like this.
Yeah, I know.
Like as crazy as it sounds, people live like this. You wake up at 6 a.m., you live in the suburbs, you go into work, you're like, bro, I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to have things, or I'd have cereal maybe. But I don't have time, so I'll go Macca's drive-through. Then you go to work, you're having munchies with your co-workers, you go out for lunch, you grab Mexican this day.
Yeah.
Then after that, you're coming home. On the way home, you get KFC, and then you're having that for dinner, and you're watching your Netflix, and you're going to sleep, and you're going back to work. A lot of people do that.
That's true.
As crazy as it sounds, that's the normal life. Even in America, that's the normal lifestyle.
Yeah, you're
you
right.
know? So how would I substitute that? Like, let's just say now we've done that. I'm slowly losing weight. I've dropped from the large. I'm having that small now.
Yeah.
Small meal. Everything. The Zinger box is small. Everything's small. How do I get that out of the way now? Because I love that food.
So, okay, so naturally you reduce the amount you're eating, right? Then you'll get to a point where you slowly substitute a few things for a few healthy options. So instead of having the egg McMuffin in the morning, you'd have oats and a bit of protein and some fruits.
Yep.
So your breakfast will change, number one. Your lunch will stay the same, your dinner will stay the same. Over time, your lunch is going to change. You're going to have a healthy rice bowl, you know, with like chicken or whatnot, or a pasta bowl, or a Caesar salad, or a salad. Now your breakfast and lunch has changed, your dinner's still the same. And then eventually you get rid of your dinner, replace it with something healthier, and then you'd get used to that. Your body would get used to that, you'd get used to that. And then your appetite will change. Like, I'm at a point now, and I'm not trying to be like, I'm healthy and whatnot. I'm at a point where if I have a pizza or if I have a KFC, don't get me wrong, it is enjoyable in a sense, but what it does to me is ridiculous. Like, I can feel the effects of that food because I've been eating clean for a while now. When I have a KFC, bro, I feel bloated straight away. I don't feel good. I feel like throwing up sometimes, you know? And that's the effect food has when your body's not used to it anymore. So that's how you clean up your diet.
What are we working on?
Bro, today we're going to be doing chest. All right, let's start off with the warm-up. Warming up with the 20s. It's like what? Nearly 11 p.m. I'm saying we keep it moderate. We go 36 there, all right? I'll see how much I can push.
All right, let's go. 1, up.
You sure? It's a bit tight.
It's tight because we should have warmed that up. Let's go. You got this, Taz. Easy, Taz. 1, 2.
Oh, beautiful.
Push.
You just ate like an hour ago, yeah?
Man, not even like 40 minutes ago. Deeves and Davies, the last time I did a training session, I did 40s. 4, push.
Oh, let's see if Rayvo can hit those numbers again.
Bismillah. Alhamdulillah. I know you don't like me saying this.
Alhamdulillah. I know you got this. You don't like this.
1, perfect.
I can do 46.
Hey, bro.
I'll do 46. 46 kgs. Bismillah.
There you go. You got this. Up.
This is failure.
Guys, you did your one rep.
Nah, it's not good enough.
Not good enough?
Nah. I'll go down to 44.
Up.
Nah.
Drop.
Whew. You gotta show your failures as well. It's alright. You win some, you lose some.
That's it. You just come back stronger. I just keep going. Well, I'm telling you, seated chest presses is where you get most of your gains from.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you. When it
I'm
comes
gonna
to
use
chest,
it from now on.
that's where your real gains come from. That's where the real growth comes from. All right. All the other exercises, they're good, but they're not as effective. You need something flat, and you also need an incline press to get this pumping. I reckon I'll go a bit more.
You reckon I could max it?
The whole thing, the whole stack.
Yeah. 110 now.
I'll go.
3.
You got this,
2,
guys.
1.
Push.
103. 1.
Oh, you had that.
96. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to be doing the decline. But yeah, benefits of this, guys, this workout is going to hit your lower chest. If you're not seeing any growth here, this is what you need to be doing. All right?
Boring on a Friday night. Good day to be in the gym.
You're going to end it up with some nice chest flies. Get that last bit of squeeze and build that chest. Let's go. This is honestly, the best finisher, it's just the end of the chest workout. Because you get that last bit of that squeeze that you need at the end.
I think this is the future. You're going to see this a lot more in gyms in Australia. In America, there's gyms just tripods just packed out.
Yeah, I hear that.
You'll see it, I reckon, a lot here. Where like people are just going to start putting tripods in gyms and stuff.
Alright, let's finish it off. Last one.
Find that strength, let's go. 1, how many?
Do 12.
2. Let's go. 10.
So last one.
Nah, you got 2 more, 10.
Nah.
You got 2 more.
Hold on.
11. Let's go, 1 more. Bismillah. Well done. There you go, let's go.
That's it, pump it up.
9. 2.
Animal. So now your whole chest is buzzing right now, yeah? Every part of your chest.
I could do it higher. It was a good session. I'm gonna try. If I fail, we'll go down. So 138. Every time I've tried to go as high as I can, I failed. If I can do this on the last one, that'd be great.
Yeah, there you go. Light work. There you go, cuz.
Yeah, that was alright. Tarzy, good workout, cuz.
Yeah?
Good pump.
How you feel? How's the chest feeling?
Chest is feeling good. Chest is
Got
feeling
that pump
good.
going. I can see the pump, bro.
Because the chest is moving.
Yeah?
The chest is moving. Tarzy's legit. It was a good workout. Friday night in the gym. I don't know what you Deeves and Davies are doing, but we're working out. But let's just jump back into the episode. Hope you enjoyed this little gym vlog.
All right, let's go the opposite now. Super skinny.
Okay.
You're a pure East African. I'm going to be... My name is... Shout out our Ethiopians. My name is... What's a proper Habish name?
You got
Abel.
oh, okay.
The most famous guy.
Abel.
My name is Abel. Super skinny. I'm from Addis Ababa.
How much do you weigh?
I'm 5'10" as well, but I weigh 55, 60 kilos.
Okay.
I eat food, the food comes out.
So your metabolism's really fast.
My metabolism is just...
Okay, but what are you eating though, throughout the day?
I wake up in the morning, I have something called qitcha fifit, which is like... Qitcha is like bread with a bit of butter, a bit of chili, and some yogurt. Then for lunch, I have injera and raw meat. Shout out my Ethiopians.
That's a lot of protein, but raw.
And I have a bit of injera, I have a bit of dips and zigni. And then for dinner, it's similar. I'd probably have like maybe for dinner I have the same injera again or something like that. What do? I can't get big. I want to get ripped. I'm skinny. I don't know what's going on. I'm eating all of this, but I still can't get big.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Okay. So again, first question. Do you know how many calories you're consuming in a day? Because you could say you're having all this, but you maybe not even reaching the calorie intake you need or the level to put on size.
Okay.
So your diet right now might reflect you just keeping your body size or your weight. So you need to up, number one, you need to up the amount of food you eat to put on size. You need to up your calories. That's number one. Secondly, you need to, when you're putting on size, your focus should be heavily on carbs. So you need to be consuming a lot of carbs and protein. Those should be your two main macros that you're focusing on, right? When it comes to protein, they say you got to have between 1 to 2 grams per your body weight. So say, for example, you're how many kilos again?
55, 60 kilos. Just say 60 kilos.
60 kilos,
60,
yeah?
60, yeah.
So if you're 60, you should be having at least 100 to 120 grams of protein.
Yep.
To build muscle. That's to put on, like, hypertrophy, to put on size, to put on muscle. And then your carbs got to be a bit more than that, right? So you need to be like, all right, what foods are going to give me a lot of protein and what foods are going to give me a high carb intake? Number one. Something else you need to do is go to the gym. So if you want to speed up this process of putting on size, you need to go to work. You need to lift some weights. You need to build your hypertrophy.
Do you recommend dirty bulking for a skinny person? Dirty bulking, like eating whatever the fuck you want.
The thing is,
KFC, McDonald's, whatever.
Yeah, the thing about dirty bulking is it's gonna have its negative effects down the line. You are going to put on size, but a lot of the size might convert to fat instead of muscle. That's the issue. So if you don't mind looking a bit chunky and you put on size, then go for it. But if you want to look masculine, if you want to look muscular, then you don't want to be eating foods that have too much fat in it or too much.
Okay,
You know?
And when you're lifting heavier, or is it, what are we doing?
Yes, you're lifting heavier. You have to be lifting heavier, and you have to be progressing. If you're not progressing, like if every week or two your weight is not going up by at least 0.5 or a kilo in size, then you're not going to be grown.
You know, one question I have, I'm at that point as well. What do you do when you just hit, like I'm at like 88? Yeah, if I starve, it just doesn't want to go down.
You're at a plateau, yeah?
I'm at a plateau.
Yeah.
How do you deal with a plateau?
Okay, so the thing about a plateau is, it's a tricky position because now it comes down to, you can have, your calories can be how much you're normally meant to have to lose weight, You can be eating under your calories. It's about adjusting your macros. So you got protein, carbs, fats. Protein has to be high. Carbs has to be lower, a lot lower than normal. And your fat's got to be obviously lower. So once you adjust that, that's how you can fix that plateau. Plus, your exercise as well has to be a lot more intense. So you got to be lifting a lot heavier, right? And if you're doing cardio, your cardio has to be a lot more intense as well. So you got to... The thing about cardio is a lot of people don't understand, right? There's... Okay, say for example, running. Do you think running is good for fat loss compared to jogging?
Nah.
Why is that?
Because your heart rate's at I think it's like a zone 3. I know about the heart rate zone.
Yes.
Just like, for example, you want to be at a zone 2, is that correct?
Zone 2.
Is weight when you're at zone 2, your heart rate's enough that it starts burning fat and looking for like something to burn in your body. I remember something along those lines.
So when your heart...
Fact check it. What's the best heart rate to be at and what does it do? Continue.
100%. So when you're running, right, your body needs quick energy. It doesn't have time to burn fat. So what's it going to go for? Your carbs, your carb sources, your glycogen. That's what it's going to go for. That's why running is not the best form of losing weight. But people go, oh, but I run, but I'm not losing weight. It's not the best form. That doesn't really... You are eventually going to lose some fat, but it's not going to be as effective as compared to jogging, which is zone 2, where your heart rate is at a certain level where it burns fat instead of targeting your carbs and your other sources, like your protein.
For weight loss, aim fat burning. So make it short and sharp, by the way.
So 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate.
So 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. How do you know maximum heart rate? How would you know that? Search up how do you check your maximum heart rate? Your max is you're gonna drop, isn't it? But pretty much, 220 minus your age is your estimated heart rate. So mine would be 192 is my max heart rate.
And that sounds reasonable.
So scroll up to that bit. So that means 50 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. So I'd have to be at like 80 to 90.
Yeah.
And if I'm at 80 to 90, my heart rate, I'm burning fat at that zone. So zone
100%.
Okay, yep, okay.
100%.
So I shouldn't even want to be at 130 or 100.
You don't need to be at that. Like to burn fat, that shouldn't be your goal.
Yep.
So being at zone 2, and these are the best exercises you can, cardio exercises you can do to burn fat, are jogging, Stairmaster. I know you guys have heard of that one.
That's brutal, yeah.
That is brutal. And an incline walk. So walking on the incline at a relatively normal pace for like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yep.
Is going to be targeting your fat sources a lot more.
A good program, one I've done as well, I used to do it before, like in my preseason, 12, 30, 30. So 12 incline, 3 speed, and 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And that keeps you at that heart rate. Yeah, I'm assuming that something along those lines. Like I wasn't tired, but I can feel my...
It kicks in after. It's not... You're not meant to feel challenged from the first 5 minutes. It's meant to kick in like maybe halfway through. You'll be like, all right, now I feel it. Now I'm starting to sweat. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm burning. That's how it should be.
Yeah. Now these are little hacks. I'm telling you, there's these little hacks you can do. They're not too hard. The thing is, people think like, oh my god, you know what I mean? I'm 120 kilos. I'm 5'10". I'm eating all these meals a day. Now I have to start running. It's not. It's like you can just go do this simple walk in the gym.
100%.
There's these little 1%ers that can help you, and it compounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It will compound over the year, and you can get much better at it.
100%. That's the thing. That's why knowing and obviously understanding how your body works is very important. Because a lot of people go to the gym, or they complain about not seeing results, or they complain about not losing weight or putting on size. It's because they're doing fundamentally things that don't like contribute towards that. Say for example, if I'm a heavy person and I want to lose weight and I'm running, or like say for example, I'm walking, not on an incline, just walking flat. How compared to someone that's on an incline walk and doing Stairmaster, comparatively, my time frame of losing weight is going to be a lot slower than this because I'm not doing what I need to be doing. So that's why it's so important to know and to tweak your exercises and your cardio to suit what you need.
Yeah. Another viral video you made about
how many videos?
Guys, mate, I'm following you guys, so I can see your videos, guys. But a video you made about people having being in their peak parts of their life, people in their 20s, their early 20s, having uncle and auntie bodies. You said that you made a video about people having their uncle auntie videos, uncle and auntie bodies in the peak time of their lives. Tell me about that.
So it was based off an observation that I kind of made, and it's sad, bro. Like you see, like your 20s are meant to be your best years, right? That's when you're meant to look your best, feel your best, everything, right? But people are wasting that time being unhealthy or being really unfit. And I think that's what kind of inspired that video. It wasn't to obviously attack him. I'm not trying to attack anyone or be like, because I never know what people are going through. So that wasn't my objective. But again, I was trying to motivate them to like be like, come on, you can do something about that. Surely you can fix that now and enjoy your best years before it's too late, you know?
There was I can't remember who the guy's name is. I remember hearing this. He was speaking about it. He goes, he's in his 60s, but he's like, I look now, like I'm at my 60s, he still trains and does a bit. It's not as intense, but he goes, I look back and I go, I'm in absolute awe of how I was lifting and training in my 20s and 30s. Because, bro, I'm starting to feel it now, like little niggles and stuff. But I'm like, if I'm feeling it, I imagine how I'm going to feel it when I'm 40 and stuff.
See, yeah.
In comparison to when I was 19 or whatever. So like this, you're right. This is your peak years of your life. You're not going to have this again.
No.
You're not going to be able to recover at a rate when you're 40 in comparison to when you're in your 20s.
Yes.
So like the fact that a lot of people do waste their time. So even myself, I fall into like 6-7 month holes of like just, you know, I mean, getting comfy, you know, and not trying to like reach my peaks and hit my PR numbers. I think I've already hit my PR numbers and I don't want to hit them again.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let me slow down now. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me drop. I want to drop now, like the intensity and focus on something else. I want to develop a hybrid body in a way. Like I want to be able to lift in the gym, but also play sports.
That's the best physique. And that's what I want to talk about that today as well. The most ideal physique is a lean physique because it's the most functional. It allows you to do, that's where you feel your best, you move your best, and you function your best, right? And that's what everyone should achieve. I know some people go, oh, like, you look better when you're bulkier. Again, that's based off what your goal is at that time. So a lot of people that are bulkier are into powerlifting or they're into, like, sports or things that require them to be at that physique, right? But as a normal, like, everyday person, and again, everyone knows their level of fit. Your fit is different to my fit. I know how, when I'm fit, I know how I feel. When you're fit, you know how you feel. So aim for that and maintain that is all I advise people. I tell people, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Guys, what got you into content creating? I just want to know.
Content creation?
Or go into the content, like just actually like starting to post. Because I'm not going to lie, you do come off as more of an introvert. You know what I mean? You're to yourself. I think you're to yourself. Like if someone doesn't know you, you're not someone that come in a room and like, what's up, dab everyone up, you know, like with energy. You're more to yourself. Like if someone doesn't know you, like you're not likely to go and have a convo with them. like earlier on, Kaz, because I've known you from time, Kaz.
Yeah,
Kaz,
no.
Didn't we work together, Kaz, in like security or something?
We did for a bit. Yeah.
I was the gay supervisor, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Kaz, be honest, I was a Bashan. So I was a gay supervisor.
yeah.
Kaz, I was the most Bashan. I was the most kickback.
Yeah.
Am I not a good leader?
Nah, you are. You're solid. Gay 7, yeah?
Yes. Gay 7, Kaz.
Yeah.
So what happened was, bro, this happened. I'll tell you. Because there was a few boys that came to the gate. And I think they didn't know where to put you or something. They're like, oh, look, we got a couple. This is in the head. They're like, we got a couple of Africans. We want to put them somewhere where they're working hard and stuff, you know? And then they put me as, I don't know why, they put me as a gate 7 supervisor. I'm a supervisor. Because I was the most kickback guy. Bro, I'd be like, bro, you want to go on a break? Yeah, I can go on a break. But I still get things done. I think it's because I have a more of a laissez-faire approach. I'm more, as a leader, I don't stand firm. I think one of my faults as a leader, I think I'm really good with people and stuff. I think I let people like how you do it, I'll do the work. That's my problem. Like, I don't delegate as much.
You take it on yourself.
I take it on myself. It's not a good thing. It's a good thing as like relationship-wise, like as a leader, but like everyone's like, this guy's a chill guy, but it's not a good thing as an effective leader.
Eventually,
but like, for example, obviously, you're more bashat, like you're more to yourself.
The thing is, like I'd say I'm situational.
Yep.
So if I want to be high energy or if I want to be open, I will.
Yep.
But if I want to be just quiet, like, you know what I'm saying? I'll flip just depending on how I feel and where I'm at. So for example, AFL days, because I'm coming to your gate, I'm miserable, bro. I'm thinking, where's this guy going to put me? What am I going to do? So I'm not going to be like, hey, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? So my energy is based off like, what's going to happen? What's the situation? So yeah, a lot of times maybe you saw me at times where I was
not with me. I mean, we always chop it up, what's up?
Yeah.
But I'm saying with other people, you wouldn't be as like, hey, what's up? For example, let's just say if I get you standing next to someone or I'm like working, you won't talk to the guy next to you, guys.
Nah, I'm not that bad, cuz.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, bro. Nah.
Yeah?
Nah, Rayvo.
All right.
You don't know me, bro.
But all right, listen.
I'm not that bad.
Huh?
I'm not that bad. But again, I'm not. Okay, you're on a. If you're on a scale of extrovert, you're closer to like peak extrovert, I'd say.
Do you reckon?
I feel like you, regardless of situations, you're always like exuberant. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you always.
Yeah, I'll talk to people. I know, I accept it. I'm extrovert.
Yeah.
I genuinely like talking to people gives me energy.
100%.
When I talk to people, if I'm in a room and like we're having a vibe, I get energy. Like my body's like, this is good. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For example, like you probably like if your room's up, you're still composed. In a way, like you're calm.
Okay. Also, you know how people say, when your social battery dies and you just go flat. I'm like that. So I might start off high, but then I'll crash like maybe an hour through. I'm that type of person. I can't sustain really high levels all the time.
Yep.
There's only a few people I know that you could probably do that at certain times. Yep. But yeah, I'm not that level of extrovert.
The guy we're with in Medina. Give him a shout out. Shout out my guy G Story.
Shout
the
out
goat.
my boy G Story. Absolute goat.
The goat.
Absolute goat.
Can I just say before I go to the contest story? All right. We're in Medina for the non-Muslim Deves and Davies. We're in Medina. We're in Saudi Arabia, and it's around 4:35 a.m. Fajr time. I did an all-nighter. I normally, because that's how in Ramadan the sleeping calendar is opposite. So people generally sleep throughout the day and then they'll wake up in the afternoon and like around 12 and they'll start their day. Because the weather's cooler at night, so it's easier to like function and work, whatever. So anyways, I'm crashing. It's about 4:30. I'm about to go to bed. I'm gonna go pray, and then these guys rock up to the hotel. You rocked up with one of the boys G stores. So I'm already on a crash. This guy's chill, mellow, like.
Bro, mind you, I got woken up by G Story.
Oh, he woke you up?
Yeah. So I was chilling in my place. Yeah. G Story comes into the room, screaming, shouting. He told me to get up. Naturally, bro, I had to get up.
Yeah.
So that's why I came to him.
Yeah.
I was already kind of out of it.
And I was like, so he's like, he's trying to build up energy. I'm at decline. And then there's this guy that's just at 100. G Story is just full of, and he's just that kind of guy. He always comes with 100% energy. He's not a guy that comes with like that 50, like.
I've never seen, I haven't seen a guy 50.
He's 100 with everyone he's with.
Yeah.
So this guy's just there. And I look at him, I'm like, bro, I'm going to die. Like, my body's about to crash. And then he's like, oh, you want to go to because they do the burials after the prayers. So when people pass away, they'll do the burials, you know. He's like, you want to go to help him with the burials? Like, bro, I'm going to bed, guys. You guys enjoy yourselves. But like, that's a perfect example of someone that's 100.
You see? Yeah.
And even like, but I could maintain like a good energy level, but I can't do that. That's like, he's probably the extreme.
Yeah.
The highest level of like proper
Extrovert,
extrovert 100 energy. Coming back to the question, how'd you get into content? Like, what made you just go for it?
Okay, so I just thought content creation allows you to reach more people. So that was my first aim. I want to reach more people. And what easier way to do it than through, Instagram, TikTok, things like that. Obviously, like, it wasn't my goal. I wasn't thinking, I'm going to be a content creator. I want to do this as content. As you said, like, my energy levels, as I said, my energy levels dip in and out. So I'm not always going to be at 100 to entertain people all the time. If you put me on a live stream for, like, on Twitch or, like, put me in a camera, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Deeds.
Shout out Dudes, yeah. Cause the first 20, you'd get my best version. After that, I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. I crash. So with that sort of content, I knew I couldn't do that. But I thought I can fall into the TikTok, Instagram side of things, short clips, 10, 15-second videos, get your message out, So that's where I thought I fit in.
Yeah. Because I love seeing people doing content, to be honest. It's the future. And if you look, people are spending 7 hours of their day on it.
Yes, yeah.
6 hours of their day. This is where the future is. This is where it's, and I don't even do it for money. I think that attention is the new currency now. And that's what it is. And everyone's going to try getting it. All these companies are going to try getting it. It's going to be a monopoly soon.
Yeah.
So you want to come in now and enjoy it and like the perks of it now before it becomes some like corporate thing where it's like only a few people are able to come in. It becomes like a Hollywood in a way. Like only a few people can really blow up and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I love to see it, cause I love seeing our people doing content, bro. I think there is this, the biggest challenge I think a lot of people do have is, what are people going to think of me? Do people think I'm corny? And you know what I love? I love this. I love people that come and give me advice. That have never done content in their life. Can I just
so
say,
common, yeah?
bro, people come to me giving me content ideas and advice like they've done it for years. And they're telling me how to do it. This will get you viral. This will do this. It's like me going to marry someone that's been married for 20 years or 5 years and tell them, this is how you should do marriage. And I've never been married in my life. Pretty much, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It always amuses me how like someone, and they come with their chest too, giving me advice. Yeah. They say it with their chest. I'm like, thank you for your advice. But no, I love to see it, bro. I think it's important, bro. Like I think, and content is, I made a joke, it's propaganda and stuff like, but if you don't tell your story, someone else will.
100%.
Not for you specifically, but for your people. You know, we probably changed as much as we say, like we've changed the minds of a few people just from our content of how they see people. Yeah. Generally, they'll be like, "Oh no, these Musis are all right. These Africans are all right," and it changed their perspective. You know, because they're seeing us do content. And bro, I get the most random people messaging our page. We get the most random people. Hey, I love your content. Someone I've never met in my life. Some guy that like, you'd be like, why are you even watching this? Or some girls that you're just shocked that they watch the content. Yeah. But like, they're like, no, we genuinely enjoy it. We love the conversations you have. And you're like, oh, okay. This is the power of content. Because if we don't tell our story, someone else will.
100%.
And guess what? It's not going to come out the same way it comes out for us.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
You're 100% right. Because exactly, you have that level of reach, you inspire different people. And especially if you have something to offer, why not? You know what I'm saying? Hey,
I want to do some quick fire questions. Right. I want to do some gym quick fire questions. The Daves and Davies, they're cooked. They've jumped off TikTok. They came to watch this Talk of Trophies episode. So their brains are a bit, how you go, and they can't sit down and listen to facts for an hour. They need something just to keep them entertained. So quick fire question. These are gym quick fire questions. Tarzy, squats or deadlifts?
Squats.
What's your cheat meal of choice?
It'd have to be a chocolate bar.
Okay. What chocolate?
Like a Marvelous Creations. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That does it for me, bro.
Gym partner or solo sessions?
Solo.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'll tell you why, bro. When you're solo... Okay, look. It can go
wait, let's do the quick fire and then we'll come back. We'll come back. Hold that.
Go.
Cuts or bulks?
My preference? Or
Yeah,
what's
these are all
easier?
for your preference. Quick fire questions. Like, just quick. You only got 5 seconds to think. Give
Bulk.
me an answer. Morning gym or night?
Night.
One exercise you hate but have to do.
It'd have to be anything legs, bro.
Yeah, okay. Go back to solo sessions. Why do you love solo sessions?
Because, okay, solo sessions, when you step in the gym, you know when you're stepping out. Basically, you're on your own time. That's number one. You're not on anyone else's time. If your partner or whatever, if you're training with someone else, they'll be like, oh, let's go home. It's already been an hour and a half. You know, you're always on someone else's time. You're going to be rushing exercises, etc. Concentration is at an all-time high. There's no distractions between your sets. You're not having conversations. You're locked in. You got your headphones in. You know, it's just you, your thoughts. If you're fighting your demons, you know, you're in your zone basically. You're in your own little bubble, and I feel like you need that 1-2 hours a day where you're just by yourself and just sweating it out. That's why I prefer solo. But again, if you've got a solid gym partner that you know you can learn off, or someone that can support you, or someone that I always tell people, like, train with someone that's your level, because you guys would push each other, you know, and support each other. But if you're training with someone that's not your level, like you say, it's just going to be complicated. It's just going to be,
You're taking off the plates between the sets. And I know you're taking about.
Yeah, 100%.
What would you tell your 18-year-old self right now?
My 18-year-old self?
Yep. In the gym, bad gym.
About gym.
What would you tell your 18-year-old self about working out in gym right now?
Yeah. So what I tell myself at 18 is, I think the hardest part is to start. A lot of people struggle with starting. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't feel ready. But then you got to understand, like, you're never going to feel ready. Being ready is a decision you got to make. You know what I mean? It's not like anything else. You got to decide, okay, I want to do this, and always find your reason. So at that time, my reason was to get stronger, to look better aesthetically. I didn't want to be that tall, skinny kid anymore. So at that time, I would have said, you know what, stick to it. Even if you don't know what is going on, if you don't know how to maneuver in the gym, if you don't know how to eat or train, just start. Show up 3, 4 to 5 times a week, number one. And then naturally, I tell myself at that time, just keep going, trust the process, because it's only going to get better. I've never seen someone try something and get worse at it.
Facts. Tell us about your online coaching sessions, your online coaching classes.
So 100%. So online coaching is, I'd say the reason why I do it online is because, again, I want to reach more people. I don't want to exclude people. I want everyone to benefit from the services. So recently, I've actually done a 4-week challenge. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that.
One, yep.
So I'll put that out there to anyone, right? To see, because I wanted to show people what their bodies can do in just 4 weeks. A lot of people doubt what they can achieve in 4 weeks, or how much weight they can lose or put on, or how much size they can put on. So I'm like, you know what? Join this challenge for 4 weeks. All you have to do is show up. Like, just give me your dedication, and just like kind of promise me that you're gonna do the work, and I'll guide you through everything else. I'll tell you how to eat. I'll tell you how to train, etc., etc. So that's what I kind of do online as well. I kind of guide people to how to eat and how to train. So I finished that up last week, and it was amazing. The results I achieved with some of the results that people achieved, unbelievable. Some people put on like 8 kilograms of size. Some people lost in just 4 weeks like 6 to 7 kg. A lot of people feel more confident. I had one person whose confidence was down the bottom, and then during this transformation period, their confidence spiked. They found themselves being more social, and they've achieved their goal, their weight goal. So yeah, I think that's the beauty of what I'm doing at the moment, and why I prefer to do it online. So yeah, if anyone's interested, one-to-one coaching is going to always be available. Of course, I can't take on too many people at one time, so I'll let you guys know when I can take people on.
We'll put the link in the bio anyways we'll put the link in the description.
Appreciate that.
Tarzy, your first podcast debut, Kaz, how was it?
Amazing, bro.
Well,
yeah, it's amazing.
Is it as hard? Is it easy or what? Is it easy or hard?
I'm not going to say it's hard. the setting is like you got these bright lights on you. You got
Yeah,
three cameras just staring down you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it feels like the surrounding feels like a lot, but in terms of the conversation, it's amazing. I'll do it again. You know?
Yeah,
But
for sure.
yeah.
Nani, you did really good, man. Good debut, wallahi, bro. Good conversation. Obviously, you were guided by one of the best podcasters in the country. Guys, people, I'm telling you, the thing is, I've had enough of, I end the episode every time saying, stay humble, faith. I've had enough of being humble, guys. I'm turning into Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. Sui. But hey, thanks for jumping on. Wallah, it was an amazing episode.
Appreciate
guys.
having me, bro.
I'll chuck all your links in the description. Deves and Davies, make sure you check out his things. Deves and Davies, if you're skinny or you are overweight, try out the program. Just click on the description. Besides that, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, stay humble, faith.